One question is about execution or what you attribute the struggles in one-score games to compared to last year. I think you pretty much nailed it. It's execution, just little things here and there. We're just not making winning football plays at critical moments. Like if it comes down to the interception in the red zone that I threw, that's a 14-point swing right there. I feel like we've played better these last few weeks, but in this league, it always comes down to one-score games. That's what Coach Reed preaches every training camp. It's about who executes at a higher level. We haven't done that consistently through these first 5 or 6 weeks. How do you reconcile putting up 500 yards of offense, but still making some costly mistakes? Obviously, there are positives in how we've progressed defensively, but more than anything, it's about making winning plays. In past years, we might not have had as much offensive success, but we made those clutch plays when it counted. We have to get back to that. We want the offense to keep improving, but in high-leverage, high-intensity moments, we have to execute better. That starts with me and spreads throughout the whole team. You've been honest about having too many losses already. How do you view this week's game? It's extremely important, no doubt about it. We're playing a really good football team that plays extremely hard and has a winning mentality. We have to match their intensity and mindset. It's going to take our best football from offense, defense, and special teams to prove it on Sunday. We have to start with a strong week of practice and come in with the mentality that no matter how it looks, we'll find a way to win. You mentioned after the game you needed to make the tackle, or at least slow the guy down on that interception return. Some quarterbacks are told not to get involved in tackles on quarterback sneaks because they're too valuable. What does Andy Reid tell you about that? He's never told me to stay out of it. I'm a football player first, quarterback second. I have to find a way to tackle, or at least slow the runner, so others can get there. Playing quarterback after an interception is tough because, first, it's your mistake, so you have to limit the damage. Then you're kind of alone in that safety position. I have to be better in those situations, get a hand on the runner, so someone else can finish the tackle and let the defense bail us out. We didn't ask about that zero play to Taquan in the first quarter. What did you see on that? We knew they had different fronts on third and medium and had a solid plan. They gave us an unscouted look there, which is why they got through. But when they blitz, I've always believed you have to be aggressive and throw the ball downfield. That's your best shot. Give a guy a chance. Ty didn't get far enough, but Taquan did a great job adjusting and making the play. It's only a month into the season, but are you still seeing unscouted looks regularly? Everybody adjusts here and there, but they did a good job giving us 2 unscouted looks situationally. That's what defenses do. It's about adjusting on the fly and making the right protection calls. That happens every game. It just so happened that those big plays with unscouted looks went one our way and one their way. On that throw, were you able to see it land, or were you on your back? It looked like you were almost on your back when you threw. I didn't see it land exactly, but I could tell he caught it. I could see through people's feet that he made the catch. We had talked all week about if they brought pressure in that situation, I'd throw deep and let the guys make a play. He accepted the challenge and made it. Is it a weird feeling to throw while basically on your back? You kind of get used to it as a quarterback. Often you're throwing while getting hit, hanging on until the last second. I've never really thought about it. It's usually where I am when a big play happens. What impresses you about Kelvin Shepherd's defense? He's a great game planner, doing specific stuff for every team. He puts his guys in position to play fast and hard. You can tell they respect him by how hard they play. I don't know if it's because he's a former player, but he gets the best out of his guys. It'll be a great challenge for us. We have to match the intensity going against the Lions and their defense. You talked about intensity. Earlier in the season, there was talk about lacking emotion, but today the running backs had their best day. How much did that help drive the offense? When we run the ball like that, play action and bootlegs open up the entire offense. All 3 running backs ran really hard. It's about putting them in positions to succeed. The offensive line did a great job too. You can tell their chemistry is building. Pass blocking is one thing, but run blocking takes chemistry and trading off blocks. That stuff improves with time and reps, and the running backs will continue to have success. Do you want to be the team's leading rusher? I don't care how we win, as long as we win. It doesn't look like me rushing will help right now. If others get going and we win, I'm all for it. How do you feel about the offense's trajectory now? We're improving. That's all you can do, get better and better. We have one more week to add Rashi, getting him into the offense. But at the end of the day, it's about winning. We have to start making those winning plays to take the offense to the next level. You basically grew up in the social media age. After the game, Chris deleted some of his social media because people didn't like the last play. Take One talked about struggling with social media when he was young. How do you handle that? Any advice for younger players? Yeah, it can be toxic. You see stuff online, but at the end of the day, I know who I am and the work I put in. I live with myself and the results. If you put in the work and leave everything on the field, you can live with the results, win or lose, no matter what people say. Stay off social media as much as possible. If you do use it as motivation. Thanks. Looking forward to the challenge of playing the Lions, a good football team playing well. Dan Campbell has done a nice job with them over the last few years. We look forward to playing at GH Field at Arrowhead. Your time. Coach, on the first drive you punted on 4th and 2 despite being aggressive in that spot before. What was your thinking? I thought it was the right call at the time. We've been aggressive, but I felt field position would be important in this game, so I chose to punt. How about penalties on special teams? They hurt a lot. You always go back to basics. The angles you take on special teams are huge to put yourself in position to block. You're doing it in space, so you have to be disciplined not to grab or hold. You go out and practice fast. That's what we'll do, put guys in the right position with the right angles. What's the message to Chris about that final play? You can't think the guy is down. You have to just play the play.
He knows that.
He's been around a while.
It came down to that.
Chris deleted social media. Any message for the team or Chris about social media?
No.
Andy has been one of the biggest surprises with uncharacteristic self-inflicted mistakes. We have to fix that. It's hurting us. The best way to fix it is practice and focus on those problem areas. What concerns you most about the Lions? They've won 4 straight, playing good football. They have a solid defense flying around and an effective offense. They haven't had many self-inflicted wounds like others. We have to take care of business, stay aggressive on all sides. What do you see from their offensive and defensive lines? They're strong and well documented. The offensive line has been together a while, doing well in run and pass. Defensively, they're solid in coverage and run defense, covering gaps well. What about Isaiah? He seemed to break out a bit in the last game. He did well running, catching, and blocking when asked. He got more playing time, which helps get him in rhythm. Kareem had a good day too. Talking about one-score games, you had so much success last season but started 0-3 this year. Is it uncharacteristic mistakes or something else? That's just the league now. There's so much parity. Penalties and turnovers hurt. You can't have those in close games. It's my responsibility to make sure we take care of those things. Blair, what do you think of Harrison's struggles this year? Like any golfer, sometimes you hit well, sometimes you don't. You keep working through it. He's talented and mentally tough.
Not worried about him.
Coach, the Lions seem aggressive, going for 4th downs a lot. Do you match that aggression? I just make judgment calls. It doesn't matter who we're playing. I go in with a plan and adjust if needed. Last 2, Isaiah and Kareem had good days. Jacksonville's defense ranks very well against the run. Was that a message to your guys? Their defense is top-ranked in many categories. Stats don't matter, points do. We didn't score more than them. Some good things happened though. The O-line and running backs did well, but we had self-inflicted wounds we can't have. Sam, you had almost 500 yards of offense back in wide version. What stood out? When we avoided issues, execution was good. Penalties and interceptions negated that, but overall execution was solid. You have to score more points though. If you want more behind-the-scenes stories, subscribe now for exclusive update.